It was just a myth until the ropes touched them and the hymn began. Sylamona, enchanting visuals, real voice, endless tales. Mara, Simon, and Jasper, three friends in their early 20s from a small town. The three were adventurers and curious, but Mara was more sensitive than the boys. She could sometimes see things that the physical eye couldn't, and sense things as well. Unlike Simon and Jasper, who were just carefree and really didn't believe in the supernatural. Their town had whispered myths for generations. An abandoned church hidden somewhere in the woods. They said that anyone who stepped inside would receive an invitation, but none ever returned. Simon and Jasper didn't ever believe in the myth. They laughed it off as a scary story parents told their kids to prevent them from wandering far off into the woods. But Mara didn't quite see it as just a myth. She always felt unease whenever the church was spoken about. One bright evening, the three of them were strolling downtown, laughing and talking as they walked. Suddenly, a thick fog came out of nowhere, preventing them from seeing the road ahead. When the fog lifted, there it was, the church, dark and gothic, rising from the mist like it had grown from the ground itself. The doors loomed open, beckoning. Mara, intuitive and cautious, hung back. Her unease prickled like ice against her skin.
"We shouldn't be here,"
she whispered, her eyes scanning the dense fog. Inside, the air smelled of old candles and mildew. Sunlight did not reach here, only flickering candlelight and shadows that seemed almost alive. Mara hesitated at the entrance. She told the boys that something wasn't right and they needed to leave. But they both ignored her warning and ran inside as if beckoned by something. Inside the church, three robes lay draped over the pews. With a mischievous grin, Simon pulled one over his shoulders, teasing Jasper to do same. The moment the robes touched them, a chilling transformation began. Suddenly, the church seemed to breathe. A hymn swelled into existence, voices rising from nowhere, haunting and a thrill. Mara's heart froze as she watched her friends. Their eyes were open, but blank and empty. Their lips moved in perfect harmony with the choir's ghostly hymn. Yet, the melody was unlike any music Mara had ever heard. Early, beautiful, but terrifying. She shouted, "Stop! Get out of it!" But her voice seemed swallowed by the song. She tried to grab them and pull them away from whatever trance had claimed them, but it was useless. As Simon and Jasper sang, visions unfolded before them, twisted reflections of memories and fears Mara could not see, only sense. The church trembled violently, candles flickered, shadows twisted along the walls, and the hymn grew louder, more demonic. The air filled with hollow echoes and roars, each note bending reality, drawing the boys deeper into the abyss of the choir. Mara, terrified, tried to flee, but the doors slammed shut. She could only watch as her friends slowly faded, their voices swallowed by the church, becoming part of the haunting hymn. She screamed, ran, stumbled, but the walls seemed endless. Then suddenly, silence. When she opened her eyes again, she was outside the foggy woods. Her heart pounded as she scanned the area. Simon and Jasper were gone. The church vanished as mysteriously as it had appeared. The myth was no longer just a story. It was real, and it had unfortunately claimed her friends. She ran. Her legs carried her through the mist. but the echoes of the choir's last amen lingered, haunting her steps forever, reminding her of the voices lost in the song that should never have been sung.
If you like this story and you want more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow for more amazing stories. I love you!